Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're rejourneying back in time to explore an invention that didn't just change the world, it built the modern world as we know it. I'm talking about the printing press. Before the mid-15th century, if you wanted a copy of a book, you had one option: get it copied by hand. This was an incredibly slow, expensive, and laborious process, usually done by monks in monasteries. Books were rare treasures, accessible only to the wealthiest and most powerful members of society. A single Bible could take years to produce and cost a fortune. This information bottleneck meant that knowledge, ideas, and stories spread at a snail's pace. The vast majority of people were illiterate, not because they couldn't learn, but because there was simply nothing for them to read. This was a world where information was a luxury, not a right. Then, a man from Mainz, Germany, came along and shattered that reality. His name was Johannes Gutenberg. Born around the year 1400, Gutenberg was a goldsmith and craftsman with a brilliantly inventive mind. He was familiar with metallurgy and the techniques of coin-making, which involved punching designs into metal. He saw the inefficiency of hand copying and the limitations of existing woodblock printing, which was time-consuming and wore out quickly. Gutenberg wondered, what if you could create individual, reusable letters out of metal? This was the spark of genius. His core innovation wasn't just one thing, but a combination of several groundbreaking ideas. First, he developed a system of movable type, casting individual letters in a durable metal alloy. This meant he could arrange the letters to form words, sentences, and entire pages. But just having the letters wasn't enough. Gutenberg also needed a press that could apply firm, even pressure, to transfer the ink from the type to the paper. For this, he ingeniously adapted the screw press, a device commonly used in winemaking and papermaking. It was the perfect tool for the job. And finally, he perfected a new kind of oil-based ink that would stick to the metal type and transfer cleanly to paper, a huge improvement over the water-based inks used for woodblock printing. By combining movable type, a modified press, and a new ink formula, Gutenberg created a complete printing system. Around 1440, his invention was born, and the world would never be the same. The first major book printed using his press was, fittingly, the Bible. The Gutenberg Bible, as it's now known, was a masterpiece of technology and artistry. The impact was immediate and explosive. Suddenly, books could be produced hundreds of times faster and far more cheaply than ever before. Information, once a trickle, became a flood. Universities boomed as students could finally afford their own textbooks. Scientific discoveries, political pamphlets, and new philosophies could be shared across Europe in a matter of weeks, not years. The printing press fueled the Renaissance, powered the Reformation, and laid the groundwork for the Age of Enlightenment. It democratized knowledge, allowing ordinary people to read, learn, and form their own opinions. Every book you've ever read, every newspaper you've scanned, every piece of knowledge you've looked up online, it all traces its roots back to Gutenberg's workshop in Mainz. His invention didn't just put ink on paper. It ignited a revolution of the mind that continues to shape our world today. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey through history. If you found this as fascinating as I do, please hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you won't miss our next video. We love exploring the stories behind the ideas that changed everything. See you in the next one.